Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Queen's Wish. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that he chose to join me today as the soldiers all say back in 4, because they're going back in 4. And we were having calls with our family last episode. Aw, there's no more calls. Aw, terrible things. Please, what? Oh, Chief Miranda is fine. So, yeah, we came in here because I wanted to heal, and I did that. And now we're gonna go back to the Home Warren, where the Borgen live and all that sort of stuff. After wandering for weeks through this strange land that also sucks, it is hardly surprising that their royal seat is in a cave, because they suck, and not in a castle. At least the cave might be easier to keep dry and clean, because everybody else can't, because they suck. This is the Home Warren, held by the most powerful of the Ukatish clans, in this case, the Borgen clan. Their huge, heavily defended gates are to the north. And we found the resting place, which we know is not an necropolis, or it's not called a necropolis. The game just saved there. I didn't do it. I didn't tell it to save, but it's fine. I was a little bit scared that it might be, the battles might be about to ensue, because the autosaves sometimes mean that. And we have the Mushroom Garden over here. That does look to be the case, yes. Maybe not enough mushrooms to feed a castle, but it's just a garden, so it's not like a... It's not like a cultivation. Excuse me, I'm trying to get in. We protect from raiders, says the Royal Guard. Enemy clans can always come. I don't even understand what they mean. Oh, this is a passage. I thought it was a gate. Excuse me. Fortunately, the Home Warren gates are open to you. Many royal guards in plate armor and wielding halberds watch silently as you pass. Some of them aim ballistas at you, while the West Battalion could probably seize Home Warren with heavy losses. Your small band just doesn't have that sort of strength. Whatever you achieve in here will be with diplomacy. It will be, indeed. I am trying to figure out if I can open these gates. I don't think I can. You entered an enormous cavern. Once hungry, desperate Ukatish hid in here. Now it is the seat of their government. Merchants and diplomats constantly come in and out. Guards are everywhere. You see the gleam of a huge forge to the west. Someone is waiting for you to the north. It's an old woman with a threadbare robe, in threadbare robes, but clean, because the rest they're all dirty because they're rubbish. At last, some official has come to greet you, even though this has happened many a time. Officials have greeted me many times. The Borgen sage walks up to you. She seems like a very old woman, but she might not be. Isn't that how everybody who seems old... She seems like a very old woman. There we go. You don't need to tell me that she might not be. What do you mean trying to plant doubts? Is she not old? Is she not old? I don't think she's old. I think this is the game trying to tell us that she looks old, but she isn't. But, of course, we wouldn't be able to know that she isn't because she looks old. So she might not be. Anyway, these swamps have a way of aging people prematurely. With difficulty, she kneels to you. Welcome, Prince Jeff of Haven. I am Sage Noyal, honored advisor to King Borgen the 23rd. No, it's the other number. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a number. He welcomes you to the Home Warren, seat of power for the Ukat and the Borgen clan. Yes, take me to the king. I want to get this over with. Sage Noyal didn't expect your abruptness. She pauses to get her bearings. I'm afraid we are not ready for diplomacy. We have been working for days on a banquet for your honor. A banquet? Yes, our chefs have prepared meals from all over the known world, which we learned about from our books. Minor lords and ladies have come from all over the Borgen clans. The king... Why do you say that they're minor? Is it because they're all rubbish? And you can't say that they're lords and ladies? It needs to be specified that they're just... the bad ones, the minor lords and ladies. Anyway, The king insists that you let him honor you and display the new sophistication of the Ukatish. Well, I'm not really hungry. Let's just get to the talking. Sage Noyal frowns. No, really. We insist. Much work has gone into this. Many have traveled a long way. My king is determined to make this display. All is almost ready, she says. In the meantime, chambers appropriate to your station have been prepared. Where are my chambers? She points to the northeast. Quarters for honored guests are there. Your chambers are the northernmost. Rest from your journey and clean up. We will be ready soon. This is probably the first time an Ukat ever told a Havenite to clean up, because they're all rubbish and bad. Now excuse me, I must look in my books for new recipes. She walks off to the north. The gate opens for her. This is such an exaggerated thing that she's about to do. Excuse me, I must look in my books for new recipes. That she surely must be lying. I'm sure she is lying. I mean, she specified she for one has an obsession with books, clearly, because she like, oh no, we found the recipes in books and now we're gonna make a cookout for you, and it's just gonna be so many recipes from books, and now I'm gonna look for even more recipes, even though they're surely not going to be ready in time for the banquet, and also the banquet is almost ready. So, and I should probably get ready as well, because I'm probably going to eat. I don't know if I am or not, but I'm just going to go look for more recipes in books, is what I'm going to do. So she's not doing that, because that is just ridiculous. That's what a cartoon character would do. She walks off to the north. The gate opens for her, allowing her upstairs, and then it closes behind her. Well, I'm not going to northeast then. Lord Jovin over here needs to talk to me. I wonder if it has something to do with the trap that is being set up, because this is clearly a trap. One of the minor lords of the Borgen clan is walking around this cavern, inspecting the wagons and goods. His status is low, because they're all rubbish, so he still has mud on his boots because of the rubbish. But you can see the ambition in his eyes. As you wander around the chamber, he falls in step behind you, even though No, that's not what happens. I walked up to him because he said he wants to talk to me. Welcome, Prince. We, the Borgen, want to be good hosts. Are you enjoying your visit to our great halls? I am not. He frowns. Of course. This is still a mud pit because we're all rubbish. If I will leave you to your privacy. Excuse me. He wanders off. Okay, well, what if I am? I am glad. I am Lord Jovin of the Borgen. We want to have profitable relations with Haven. For example, my clan is very eager to sell our iron. Very, very eager. We want to help those who can help us solve this problem. Tell me more about that. I know that every young noble can always use a bit more gold. Royalty can be so stingy. Stingy? That's stingy. Stingy is I-E. I don't know. Is that stingy? I don't think you can say j before a y. I think, no, maybe, no, you can. That might be stingy, I don't know. But I think that's what he means to say. Which is, they're greedy. They're not stingy. Stingy is somebody who doesn't want to spend their money. Somebody who wants more money is greedy. Anyway, he's right, our character says. Mother often gets irritated and cuts your allowance. If you make sure your forts buy our iron at a fair price, I will make sure some of the payments goes to you, quietly, personally. I'm a prince. I don't engage in petty corruption. He jumps back. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. Space ellipses. Please excuse me. I have some urgent business. He bows and walks. Yeah, you're probably going to look for more recipes in the books. An hour later, you consider whether you should tell King Borgen about this lord's mischief. Then you realize that you have entirely forgotten his name. No, I didn't. What the hell? What? How is it an hour later? What do you... Whatever. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. Warren Visitor. We have a lot of people around here. Borgen Soldier. Fine Ukatish crafts, shouts Melis at me as I enter her room. This is a trading post, but it's also a showcase. Visitors to the home Warren can come to this shop and see the finest of Ukatish leatherwork, herb craft, and such. The lady in charge has done her best to reduce the odor of the leather and keep her dress and floors clean. Because, otherwise she wouldn't be able to, because they're all rubbish. But also, why would you reduce the odor of the leather? The smell of leather is really nice. Well, I mean, most people agree anyway. She says, "Welcome, Prince. I am Melis. Please allow me to show the goods of the Yucat." What sort of things do you trade? "Prince, those outside our lands look at us and see dirty swamp folk. They don't realize that our mire provides valuable goods. We want to trade them for medicine and other supplies. Even the Vol and the Achriel, for how much they hate us because we are rubbish, still trade with us, even though we're rubbish." The nations of Sacramentum trade with each other? That is not a novel concept to me, but whatever. "We do. Not much. We do, but not much. There was a lot of trade when Haven held the wild center of the land and kept the roads safe. These days there is trade, but little." How do you get medicine and supplies out here? Because obviously you can't make them yourself, because you're rubbish. "It is hard. It is risky to send caravans through." I assume it's risky to send caravans, though. Probably, yeah. "We use barges and ships, but nobody on Sacramentum is so great at making them." As us, I assume. Haven is the master of... Oh, as Haven, actually. Haven is the master of that craft. What sort of things do you trade? "Prince, those outside our lands look at us and see dirty swamp folk because we are rubbish. They don't realize that our mire provide..." Oh, I said that already, didn't you? The national... Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. I want to buy and I want to sell. So I can sell and I can buy. "Oh, I'm sorry, Prince. The word came down from the king. I can buy, but I can't sell. My job," he says, "is to show you what the Yucat can offer you. So I will do the opposite of that." I'm very confused. Very confused. What in the world? Like, why? Whatever. We have Gaston over here. Gaston, who deals in probably nothing, in fact, because he probably has the same limitations as that lady over there. This shop showcases the finest Inukatish iron work. As befits their unique style, the weapons aren't attractive because they're all rubbish. They are, however, practical, sturdily made, and vicious. So you mean to tell me that that's a fresh take. The weapons aren't attractive because they're all, they all have barbs. I assume it's because they have barbs and they look like the high level weapons that you find in any MMORPG. That's what they look like. Which you'd think that those would be the attractive ones. They are very unrealistic, but they are so attractive, in fact, that video games have been making them into high level weapons for years and years. But no, that's attractive to us, not attractive to the people of this world. People of this world know what weapons work well. And yes, in fact, realistic weapons would be more attractive than barbed weapons. And the standards of beauty change considerably depending on where you live in real life. I mean, and when you live. But still, yeah, it's a fresh take. The merchant here is a retired blacksmith, and he still shows a lot of the muscle. He bows to you. "I am Gaston, Prince. You're welcome here. Heaven's got a long valued... What? Haven has long valued our iron. This is where we trade our best pieces to honored visitors." Okay, tell me about the ironwork. "Our weapons are like our people, ugly and twisted and rubbish, and others look down on them because they're all rubbish. Yet, they always work, always do the job. The secret is iron from our land is better. Nobody knows why. Must be because we're all rubbish. And then there is this forge." What is special about this forge? "It is the first great Yukatish forge. Our people settled here because of the safety of this cave. The fumarole outside it kept us warm when we were just people of the muck. Even more rubbish than we are right now. It is sacred in its way. How is it sacred? It's where we first learned to work our iron. We needed the heat of it. Our iron. It's where all of our wealth and safety comes from. This is a special place to me. It's the heart of our people. You can see the pride clear on his face. And probably also coming in spits all over your face, because this accent is difficult for me to say. Can I buy equipment? Oh, it's all... I'll show it all. The king wants us to show how valuable our goods are. However, I will not tell you their price, so you won't be able to know how valuable they are. Also, all the goods that you found from the UCAT up until getting into this place, they have all been low-level and really rubbish and bad, just like we are. However, I'm not allowed to sell anything to you until Haven has a deal with the Borgen. What I was told, I can't disobey the king. That is one sentence. I have no idea what that means. What I was told... Oh, no, and I can't... What? That's not a sentence. That's... I don't even... What I was told, comma, and I can't disobey the king, period. Whatever. It's fine. Your loss, you scumbag. I fart in your general direction. I am very bad at this accent. Also, I'm not 100% sure that the fellow from the castle actually had a... No, he did. He did have a French accent. An outrageous accent, he said. There was a joke about that as well. I'm referencing Monty Python, if you're wondering. And it's what is that? It's Camelot? No, which one? How's the name of the... I don't know the name of the movie in particular. It's the one with the... 'Tis but a scratch. Although, no, it's not 'tis but a scratch. He says, it's a flesh wound, that's the one. When he has been decapitated and whatnot. Ooh, look at the people running away. Get to that Quicksilver. No, this is bad news. What in the freaking hell? If I move over there, move over here, and then over here. Freaking hell, how? You lied to me. You lied to me. What's gonna happen to that visitor? That is a terrible shame. Terrible shame. Yeah, look at them. Oh, we did it. And I can't do it. Oh, I'm ruining everything. I did it. Yes. Might as well get the copper. So we got another one of those things with Quicksilver, which is very good because we don't have that many of them. And we're losing them as well. And I'm very upset about it. The Ukatish have prepared a private guest room for you here. It is surprisingly warm because everywhere else is rubbish. And clean, again, because everywhere else is rubbish. King Borgin is determined to show his guests that the Ukatish can be good hosts. I hope that I'm making it very, very obvious, and I'm sure I am making it very, very obvious, how much all the dialogue focuses on how bad these people are. And it's all in, like, passive-aggressive way, so I'm making it really aggressively aggressive, because, yeah, that's the way I cope with it, basically. Like, every single line is about it, my god! Jesus. Shut up, Colonel! I know you're saying that. Unless, hopefully you're not, actually, but I assume that you are, because... yeah. You wake up from a much-needed rest. I didn't need it. The room is warm and the bed was clean and comfortable. It's the best sleep you have had since you arrived in the Ukatish swamp. It's also the first sleep that you have had since you arrived in this land. Decent wine... Is it? No, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Decent wine and a loaf of white, crusty bread. What? Is that a thing? You can have white crusty bread? Bread? I didn't know you could do that. I must look into my breads and find out this famed... not famed, what's the word? Fantastic? Fabulous? No, I'm trying to say legendary. Legendary white crusty bread. Where, oh, the wine and the bread were brought while you were out. They were brought in. For a game that loves using composite verbs when it shouldn't, it really should use the composite verbs when it needs to. A note was left for you. You read it. It reads, hope you are... I suppose... I hope you are clean and rested. The banquet is prepared King Borgin expects you upstairs soon. Please don't delay. From Sage Noyal. I'm just gonna be as rude as I can. I'm pushing this part of the storyline to its extremes. I have no idea where we're going with this. I have no strategy. You emerge into the grand feasting hall of the home warden. And you have hiccups. I'm very sorry about the hiccups. The stone walls of the cave have been meticulously carved over the years, making a massive arched chamber that is alien and yet strangely lovely. And then someone, it's strangely because it's rubbish. They're all rubbish, and it's why it's strange. Otherwise, you wouldn't find it strange because it's just, you know, it's alien because it's foreign, and it's lovely because it's lovely. And then someone filled it with art, lots and lots of expensive art, obtained from any possible source. Then it means they didn't do it's not Okatish art, which again is another commentary on how rubbish they are, because it's expensive art as opposed to the Okatish art, which is cheap. An odd jumble of statues and paintings. Maybe it is. I don't know. Few of them. No. Few of them any good. Okay, so why is it? No, I don't know what it is. Cover every available surface. No Havenite back home would be impressed. For any possible source. I don't know what. So they're even rubbish in their rubbishness? Do you mean that they chose foreign art that is expensive and they had bad taste in the foreign art? So you're criticizing their art and you're criticizing their taste in art. Sure. When you enter, there is a long silence. Before there wasn't. You could hear it before we arrived. The assembled lords and ladies of the Borgin clan, along with a few honored guests who aren't lords and ladies, watch your every move. An empty table has been reserved for you in front of King Borgin. I am definitely gonna die. I'm saving a lot, but first I will explore everything, because that's how I do. Ooh, look at that. Why? Do you need something? I don't need something. I need anything. Do you need anything? Yes. Or maybe not. Aha. I will take what is mine. Oh, I can't. There's people. Okay. That's kind of bad. Can I? If I could close the door, that would fix all my problems. But I can't close the door. No, there's a servant over here. That explains it. I didn't see it. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Let's just move. And we have Lady Ursula up there. We haven't seen the king yet. I wonder if the king is over there. Oh no, the king is talking to us. This empty table has been set aside for you, just below the main table of the king and his advisors. All in attendance watch you carefully, wondering if you will sit down and the feast can begin. No, I will keep walking around. The Ukatish are plainly disappointed and hungry because they're rubbish as you turn away from the table to poke around. They're hungry. That's very, very uncouth of them to come to a banquet and exhibit signs of hunger. How dare they? But I think we have explored everything. We're also out of time for the day, so we're gonna talk to Lady Ursula over there in the next episode, and to the king, obviously. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Queen's Wish. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.